Hi everyone and welcome to The Learning Ladder. I received a request to do a video on our favourite games. So the first one is, can you guess what's up? So you all have a band that you put on your head with a different card. They're all in different categories. So we've got animals, transport, people and sports. You have to guess who you are by asking questions or which the other person will reply. It's a really fun game, and you can also play it in different ways as well, which you invent your own, which we really like to do as well. I definitely recommend What's Up. The next one is Make and Break. So you have cards that are beginner and then more advanced cards where you have to build a design of with the blocks, and you have the timer. You roll your dice and then you have so long, depending on how much you've rolled, to complete the card. This is what it looks like inside. I actually laminated our cards so they would last longer. So you roll, then it's either a 1, 2, 3, and then you have to copy the design. Some of them are really simple, but it does get more advanced, and then some of them there aren't any colours on either. The red ones are the more advanced ones and the blue ones are the easier ones. We really love this game, it's so much fun. The next game is Brain Box, and we love any of them. I just picked the Once Upon a Time one because that was the one I had to hand. But basically you have all the different cards in here. So let's just pick a random one. Who have we got? We've got Hansel and Gretel. You roll your dice and you... Well, basically, first of all, you flip the timer over. That's how long you get to look at your card for, taking in as many details as you can. Then you roll your dice and you answer the question from what you've rolled. So for 4, it'd be, what is the house made from? And then you have to remember what you saw on the card. It's such a fun game, and they have so many different versions of ones that you can get. We love Brain Box. The next game is Cluedo Jr. I'll never forget my first time I ever played Cluedo. I think I was about 6, and it wasn't the kids version, it was the adult version, and I had nightmares about it for days afterwards because it terrified me, thinking about all these different tools that people could use to do. Well, if you've ever played Cluedo, the original game, you'll know what I mean. It was crazy. And when Cluedo Jr. came out, I absolutely loved the game though, once I got past that fear of, actually, it's not real. No one's going to do anything with these tools to me. I had a very, very vivid imagination as a child. Anyway, when I saw Cluedo Jr., I had to get it for her, so no one gets killed. In this case, we're just solving who ate the cake, which is much more appropriate for younger kids. Don't get me wrong, some kids might be fine with playing Cluedo, but if your kid is a little bit sensitive or has a vivid imagination, then maybe not try with the original Cluedo first. You make your own decision. But we love Cluedo Jr. So we've got all our characters, as in, although we've got Dr. Orchid, and you don't have Dr. Orchid in the original game. And we have to figure out who ate the cake, at what time, and with what drink. And we love Cluedo Jr. The next game is Heggs Actly. So you get 24 wooden pieces. Here they all are. And you can just basically build any design you want. It's not so much a game as more a toy, really, because you're not actually competing against anyone or anything. But I wanted to mention it because it is such a fun game activity. And you can use it with multiple ages as well. A game we purchased for 2nd grade was Outfoxed, and again, it's one of those detective type games, and I really enjoy them, and my daughter does too, and she absolutely loved this. We played this every day when we started school for ages. It's so fun. You have to discover which fox stole the pie. You've got all your different clues that you have to interpret depending on as you go around. You roll your dice, and then you have to determine whether the suspects have a certain colour on them, whether they're carrying a certain item. Highly recommend it. We love it. Another game we really like is Skwerkel. So it's kind of similar to dominoes. Different colours can match up different shapes. I think you can follow the rules, but you can also make your own game up as well. We find anyway. To do with different math concepts that you're up to. But we've really enjoyed it. The pieces are really strong, sturdy, and it's lasted so well. Although it never fits back in the box properly. That's the only thing. Well, that's my fault because I can never get things back in the way they were originally supposed to. You should see me try and fold maps. It's a thing. Okay, the next thing is Money Match Cafe from Orchard Toys. I adore Orchard Toys. I got Orchard Toys. I've still got, I should say, Orchard Toys from when my daughter was 2, Orchard Toy games. They have just lasted so well. Really strong, sturdy pieces, very bright colours, very imaginative. I love them. This is, as I said, Money Match Cafe. You even get the little table legs. How cool is that? The detail they go to. We love this game. Anything by Orchard Toys is fabulous. The next game is Funny Bunny, and this is a good one to get for Easter if you want an Easter basket idea. So basically, what you have to do is get your bunny to the carrot, but there are different cards that you select to determine how far you can move to get closer, and there's obstacles that can stop you. So if the person gets a carrot card, they get to spin the carrot, and if you are unfortunate to be on the square where there's a trap underneath, then you'll fall through. So there's the mole, the drawbridge and the gate, and the idea is to get as many bunnies as you can to the carrot. We really love it. It's such a fun game, and again, it's something that you can play with multiple ages. Another Orchard toy one in there. This is Pop to the Shops. With this one, you own your own store and you have to collect as many items as you can. We love it. It's great. It's very educational, but also really fun too. And then finally, Cat Crimes. So with this one, it's a case of whodunit. I think we have a thing about detective style games. So you have to determine which cat committed the crime. You've got all your clues there. There are different level cards as well. Love them. Definitely recommend Cat Crime. Obviously, there are so many games we could have picked, but those are the ones that came to mind first when I was asked that question. If you've got any more video requests for anything like that that you'd like to know, please do leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely get back to you at some point. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.